Hello, my name's Katie and welcome to my shed. It's a bit weird because I'm starting the video on a Sunday and I always start them on a Saturday. But yesterday was so busy I didn't stop at all, so I didn't get in the shed. So that's why we're starting on Sunday. It's boring, isn't it? I went for the most amazing breakfast. It was really fancy in a little town, it's not a town, a village about half an hour away from me, and I had the most amazing but bonkers French toast. It was absolutely bonkers. I might put a photo of it in because it's that bonkers. And then what else have I been up to? I haven't really been up to much, if I'm honest. I'm trying to prep for our next workshop. Actually, it's not our next one because the next one is in September. So I'm trying to prep for the October workshop, which feels forever away, but I know that September is crazy busy for me and we need to get the marketing done as well as like the workshop prep. So I'm doing that today. I bet you lot can't wait for the winter when the doors will be shut. So the workshop I'm prepping for is creative well-being, and what we're looking to create. So the aim of the workshop is to give people tools that they can use at home to create that sort of moments of calm, but also sort of using it for mindfulness. So I mean, I've got quite a few of those colouring in books which are fantastic, but sometimes you want something that's a bit more personal and a bit more you. So let me, I don't even know where I put it. Let me grab the bits. So you have seen me do something very similar to this before when I was playing with watercolours, but one of the things we're going to do is looking at repetition and repetitive doodles with a bit of colour. So when I'm at work and I'm doodling, I do a lot of birds. So I've done one which is my birds with some watercolour. I also like drawing fish. That's come from, I think when I did GCSEs I did fish, and so I've always liked drawing fish. So I did a fishy one, and then I was going to do trees. So I started with this and I was going to put trees on them, and then actually I quite like it with just squares. And what other one have I got? Oh, I did some moths, but the moths haven't come out so good, so I don't know that we'll use that. And then one which is this, which is just where you're doing blocks of colour and trying not to touch, like get them as close as you can but without them touching, so that you're having to really focus on the activity, but you don't really need any like painting skill because it's just about taking care and really focusing. And you'll have to slow your breathing down just to relax into it. So I think we'll probably do something along the lines of this, then with the doodles, and I haven't worked the rest of it out yet. Okie dokie, so this is what I'm planning on doing. It is oils again, and I had said no to oils, but I also know that if I don't get it done while the sun is shining, I don't want to be in the shed doing oils when I have to shut the door. So my plan is I want to unbusy some of this. There's just too much going on. I like this busyness down here. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. Just bring you in a bit where I've got these sort of marks, these drawn marks. I like that. What I mean about the busyness is all of this. There's just a bit too much, so I'm gonna get rid of some of that. Might leave the sky as it is for now. That's like a really thin wash of oils. I'm going to start by knocking back some of this, and then we'll see where it goes. problem with oils is it's so shiny. It's quite hard for you to see it in here. Hang on, if I could. I need to like have curtains. I do have curtains, but not ones I can close. So I'm going to go in a bit closer so you can see what I've done. But if you see down here, what I've tried to do is add in some texture with these sort of scraped in marks as well as the paint. I haven't touched the birds yet. I'm going to leave those be until this is all dried. And I've deliberately kept this bit is quite flat that you can see it because it's so shiny. It's been quite fun to paint. I'm not sure if it's still a bit of a mess, but I might still layer it a little bit more. I'm enjoying layering these oils, but they do just take so long to dry. I think that's going to be a factor for me because, you know, I like to layer and layer and layer and layer, and I think that's going to affect my ability to do that. I'm just going to put a bit more green down here. I don't know where that goes. Like that. Yeah, let me know what you think so far. We'll try and get this one finished this week, but I don't think I can do any more on it today. Hiya, how's your week been so far? We've made it to Thursday, or rather I have. It's been a bit of a week so far. This is like my weekend, so I'm off today and tomorrow, and then I'm working the weekend. It's the bank holiday weekend, to put it in context, because I think we're, video-wise, I'm about a week behind, so you'll have had your bank holiday already by the time you watch this. And I want to kind of finish this painting today. It's definitely getting there, but there's quite a bit I still want to work on. This bit here is not, I don't like that. I like this bit, this is fine. It's that bit there, not enjoying. And I do wonder if I could make this a little bit noisier. So I might do another couple of layers of like stones and weed and things like that. And then I'm feeling quite happy with it. Once I'm happy with everything else, I'm going to come back to the birds. So the what are they? Turnstones. So I'll come back to those and work on those and get them finished. But I think that'll be my last thing to do. So yeah, I don't know if you can see very well from there. I'll do a close up so you can see the detail, because this is what I'm really enjoying on this painting. So you've got these areas here where I've like scraped back and drawn some stones in with these repetitive shapes, and likewise around here it's quite shiny, so quite hard to see. And so I want to do a bit more on here deliberately to make it like really a bit much and a bit in your face. So, oh, that's going to fall over. Let's rearrange the room and do a bit of painting. Okay, I think I've done enough for the day. I need it to dry. I keep trying to do stuff, and because it's not dry enough, I'm smudging it, so I need to leave it for a little while. I'm much happier with it though, and I've just straightened up the horizon line and the birds I like. I'm enjoying this. I like all the texture, and then these bits over here that haven't got as much. So yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. So I'm going to leave it to dry and I'll come back to it later. Morning. It's Friday now, and I've been doing gardening, so apologies if my fingernails look disgusting on that last clip. I had to do a time lapse because there was a lot of noise going on outside, so I thought I'd crack on with the painting and then come and chat to you afterwards. I am much happier with the sky. I'm happy that that's done. It probably doesn't look that different, but to me it does. Sorry, I've got the cat with me and she's seen something. One moment. There she is. You haven't seen her for a little while, have you? There you go. Say hi. She's cross. That's her permanent state. She's been out all morning with me while I was doing the gardening, and she's not happy to be in here. But equally, she keeps eating grasshoppers and making herself sick. So she needs to be under supervision, because otherwise she's gonna... She's so cross. She's such a cross cat. Right, let's stop this. I'm going to take her inside so she can get some water, because it is quite toasty today, and I'm not sure these oil paints are going to be good for her. Yesterday I had a stinking headache all afternoon, and I'm pretty sure it's because I had the door shut and doing these paints, and it, like I said before, it is a small room, and I'm not sure it's good for me to be doing oil painting in a small room. Cat's coming to say hi. Can we get you down? Because I don't think the oil paints and you are a good combo. Right, see you in a minute. Sorry about that. She went for me as usual. She likes things her way. That's probably what we'll say. And she's a grumpy person. Right, let's have a proper look at this painting. Okay, so the sky has just been tidied up a little bit. It's a little bit flatter. Get rid of that bit of fluff, and a little bit less messy. I'm happy with the birds. Not sure if they are the feature of the painting as much as I would like, but equally, you know, with these little waders, they do sort of blend into the scene, don't they? They're not really garish, bold birds, so I think I'm probably okay with that. And I really like all the texture and movement that's going on around here. So I might just zoom in a little bit. So there's quite a lot going on around here, but I like that. That's obviously the whole point of it. I wanted it to feel like there's a lot of life going on here, because that's when you're at the seaside. It's these like rock pools where all the life is, isn't it? Where everything's happening. So yeah, I think we're done. I'm going to leave it to dry and then varnish it. Yeah, I'm pleased. I think we're done. Let's stop faffing and put it over to dry. This week we have finished these turnstones based on some that I'd seen up in Norfolk. I like it. I think maybe the birds feel a little bit out of place, but I like it. The other thing I did, which I may not have left in, but if I haven't left it in, I'll show you it anyway, and if I have left it in, then you'll have seen me painting it, is I did this one with some scraps that I was doing. I did make a little short of it, so that's why, if you haven't seen it and I don't leave it in, go and have a look at the short. But I really like this one. It took me a little while to work out, so I sort of painted it, repainted it a few times. The whole thing's on the short because I did it all on time lapse, but I did it using leftovers from the paint from earlier in the week when I was doing this, and I really like it. So that one's going to go up on my wall, I think, unless anyone particularly wants to buy it. If you do, let me know, but otherwise I'll pop it up on my wall. I normally just use command strips and stick it straight on the wall. Got a back to front, isn't it? Stick it straight on the wall. So I might do that as well because it's a little bit more cat safe. But I quite like this small, what's the word I'm looking for? Composition? Format? Small format. I feel like it's quite nice because if somebody, not everybody wants a big painting, do they? Some people just want a little something, or I've got a gallery wall. So if you go back to the beginning, so probably back to January's videos, there's a video of me hanging the wall, the gallery wall, and I like to have lots of little paintings and different paintings in one place. So yeah, I think it's really cool. It's not true oil because there is pencil on it. You can see here where the pencil marks are, but I don't know. You can see how I scraped it away. Yeah. Anyway, I think this one's probably more of a success than that, if I'm honest. Just this one's got a little bit of light to it, hasn't it? Whereas that one's quite a dark image. But it might grow on me. And I was back to waffling again. I don't know, I just can't stop. Can't stop myself. Oh, can you believe summer holiday's nearly over? I've only got another week left of it. A week and a bit. And then back to normality. I think next week I might do some printing. It's been a while since I've done printing, and I definitely don't want to do any more oil painting because I did end up with a headache yesterday, and I think I just maybe need a little break from it to go to something a bit more illustrative rather than the landscapes, sort of abstract landscapes. So I'm going to have a think, probably find a bird that I want to do. Let me know. I'm a bit behind schedule, but if there's something you particularly want to see, or any particular bird you want me to see me do, then let me know and I'll have a go. Those grasshoppers are so loud, the ones that are alive and haven't been mauled by the cat, that is. I don't think I've got anything else to say. Have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye.